Wow, that was a fun game, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Where to begin? Well, we can begin right in the first period where the Sharks let in, what was it, 4 goals in about just a few minutes, and that was the end of the game right there. Pretty much. You hate to say that, but the Sharks were just not. They weren't there. The Sharks were not there mentally, barely even there physically. It didn't look like they were there, and Vegas came out like they've been playing all season, all postseason, and the Sharks looked like they kind of picked up where they left off in Game 4, and didn't have Martin Jones to bail them out because Martin Jones didn't show up either. I mean, those maybe one or two of those were his fault. The other ones he just was let down by terrible defense, and that's what it was. It was terrible defense, and the Sharks just were completely flat. I mean, that's an understatement. They were worse than flat. It was gross. It was just a very, very poor effort. But I'm not going to take anything away from the Knights. They obviously still played a great game, and the Sharks just they just shit the bed. That's all you can say. Sharks shit the bed, and then they went full Anaheim Ducks, and that pisses me the fuck off. So yeah, I did it for Anaheim. I'm doing it for my own team. That is disgusting. You do not do that. You don't start taking cheap fucking shots, man. I don't care. I don't care if it's frustrating and stuff like that, man. Like, I understand that, but like I said, if you don't want to get blown out, you need to show up to the goddamn game, and you didn't. So I highly doubt Evander Kane will be facing any sort of suspension, especially seeing as how the Winnipeg and the Minnesota thing went down. That being said, it is the NHL player safety, and it's kind of like spin the wheel of punishment to figure out what this is. But I mean, some people are even saying maybe it shouldn't have been like a 5-minute. Well, in my opinion, it should have, because it comes down to the same situation as what happened in Game 3 between, the Sharks and Anaheim. Is you need to get control of the situation as the officials and send a message to everyone else. And that's, I think, exactly what it was, sending a message. And fine, whatever. The game was pretty much over at that point anyway. Let in a few more goals, whatever. It really doesn't matter. Loss is a loss in the playoffs. Personal stats, none of that matters. All you worry about is one number, and that's 16. That's the wins that you need to get to that to win the cup. And so it's just, you got to have a short memory. That's all it comes down to. Sharks just really have to have a short memory about this, but they didn't do themselves any favors. They really didn't. They started hurting themselves. They, dumb penalties, and it's almost like we're back watching the Anaheim and Sharks series, and the roles are reversed. It's now the Sharks who are Anaheim, and man, it's a shock. It was a shock, just like what it really reminded me of those first few minutes. I have flashbacks to the first few minutes of Game 1 in 2016 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, where here came the Pengs, and the Sharks just looked taken aback, like they've never seen this type of hockey before. And I'm not too sure where that's coming from, especially now against a team that you've seen plenty of times throughout the year. It's just maybe the time off was not good for them. Maybe they just needed to keep rolling on that, or maybe Anaheim was just that bad. I don't know. I wish I knew, but again, a loss is a loss. Just got to take it and try to regroup, come back, and get the split. Like, you don't want to go back home, even if you're on home ice trailing. Not against a team like this. Not against a goalie like that. And oh man, we got to test Marc-Andre Fleury. Yeah, technically he faced a decent amount of shots, but I didn't really see any quality chances. It's it's just like there's a lot of perimeter stuff, and I feel like I'm laughing because I feel like I'm talking from the perspective of Anaheim from last series. Like I said, it's just like the complete role reversal, where it's now my team that seems flat, that seems slow, that doesn't seem to have their heads on straight, and it's just not the kind of game one I wanted, not the game one I expected. And it is only one game, but the Sharks really, really need to respond in Game 2. Like, I want to see a good series between these two teams. Whoever wins, but I just want to see some good hockey. You know what I mean? Like, it was great sweeping Anaheim and stuff, but like, I thought that series could have been a lot better, but it didn't turn out that way. And Golden Knights, man, it's just something weird's going on with that. Like, it's just crazy. Just, you know, a first-year expansion team getting the kind of players that they did somehow, and not only that, doing what they did with their season was crazy enough. But then to sweep the Kings and now to blow out the Sharks in Game 1 and Round 2. I mean, the Sharks aren't a terrible team. They played really poorly tonight, but they're not a bad team by any means. I mean, we're in the second round for a reason. We're in the playoffs for a reason. We swept a team for a reason. I mean, and again, I think I mentioned in the predictions video today, that the Sharks are the only team who was the road team that won their series in that first round. So it's, you know, I'm like I said, not taking anything away from the Knights. The Sharks played poorly, but also, I mean, to their credit, like, that's the kind of team that they just beat, you know, like the Golden Knights. So scary thought, man. That is a scary thought. That was pretty much what I picture the Golden Knights at their highest level of play was them tonight. And I don't think I'm wrong, man. 7-0, dominating performance from front to back. They dominated every single zone. The Sharks could not do anything. Just plain and simple, they just had no answers. And after that rough start, like, you cannot get off to a start like that. Not against a team that fast, like, in any game. But, to do that, and, like, you know, that Alex Tuck goal is nice, but to me, when I'm watching my team play the kind of defense that I expect to come from someone like the Leafs or the Oilers, you know, it's depressing to me. And it's like, yeah, it was a pretty sick move, but he should never have been allowed to make that move. I mean, 4 guys just stood there and watched. They stood there and watched. Like, it was just crazy. Like, damn, like, holy crap, man. Oh, but yeah, like I said, you just gotta have a short memory in this situation. Hopefully Evander Kane gets his head on straight. I didn't appreciate, you know, what he did. He let himself down, he let the team down, and, you know, we really let the culture of our play down, especially coming off of a series where we all criticize Anaheim for doing that thing, and to turn around in Game 1 and start displaying some of the same sort of behavior, can't do it. And it's not going to be acceptable here in San Jose, so better get that shit figured out and come back Game 2 ready to play from the beginning. Because, no, they weren't ready. That's all I can think of, man. Sharks just were not ready. But there it is. Game 1's in the books. W for Vegas. 1-0 series. Where's the response? Hopefully we see it, or else this could be a quick one. And I don't want it to be a quick one. I think these two teams could have a very, very competitive series. Sharks need to bounce back. They need to bounce back. They need to bounce back quick. Plain and simple. So that'll be pretty much it. I couldn't really break down the game any further. I mean, it's just an ass kicking, man. I'm beating a dead horse if I break this game down any further. So I think I talked about what I want to talk about. And yeah, you guys can let me know. Vegas fans, sound off. You guys had a tremendous game, man. So mad respect. Hopefully we have a more competitive game too. All right, so that'll do it. I'll see you guys in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.